OBGYN Champs. I'm Morgan Allen with the champ herself, Dr. Suny Caminero. Dr. Suny, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Morgan, for having me.
Yes, so this is a cool episode.
Yes, it is.
I'm
really excited.
Hot takes, sexy questions,
yes.
vulnerable questions
yes.
that we want to get into. So let's start.
I am excited to hear what the questions are.
I came prepared. So first hot take is social media making women's health better or worse?
Oh, great question. I believe in the grand scheme, social media is making it better because, because it's making women aware of, we're able to educate through social media. Now, there's a lot of misinformation in social media for sure, but I think in the totality of it, women are learning information and now they have choices. Now they can go and look it up and talking to their doctor, or talk to somebody who is an expert in whatever topic it is that they're thinking about. But sometimes there are topics that women don't even know to ask and are suffering through things, and then they hear it in social media. They wouldn't have heard it anywhere else if social media wasn't available. And so that gives them the ability to go, oh wait, I'm not the only one, and let me ask about this, or let me search more, and hopefully not necessarily take what you get from anybody on social media as the authority. Yeah, but I do believe social media is bringing a lot of awareness, which I'm really happy about.
That is so good. And I know, like, I've learned some stuff recently about postpartum and how these women are making these pepperoni pizzas with pads underneath themselves to keep everything up and in after having birth.
Wait, tell me about this.
Okay. They're like
I have
taking
not seen this.
witch hazel circles and they're adding like layers of pads and putting them in the big adult diapers and things that I would have never known you had to do postpartum.
Yes.
Until these vulnerable women are showing what it's actually like on social media.
Yes.
So there's pros and cons to social media. I know there's comparison and that could be affecting women's health, but in the information side of things, ultimately, hot take is that it's making it better.
It is making it better. I
love
agree.
it.
Yes.
Question number 2, what are people getting wrong about hormones?
Everything. Everything. I feel that actually professionally I see it all the time. Sometimes people feel like their hormones are causing every problem they have, and hormones are a huge part of our body, but it's still it's a big portion of our body, but it doesn't account for everything. So there are many things that can be going wrong even when you have completely normal hormone levels. That's a different topic about what's normal, what's not normal, what's the right range, and what's the optimal range. That could take a whole 3 episodes of this. But what's getting wrong about hormones also is that hormones are important, and when your hormones are not balanced, you are going to have symptoms that your entire body responds to, from the top of your hair to the bottom of your toe, your joints, your brain, your heart, everything responds to when your hormones are not normalized. And so for women, when we get lab work and then we're told, oh, your hormones are normal, but they could be in the lower end of normal. They could be really low for what your optimal is. Many women just feel like maybe there's something wrong in their head. Maybe they're not feeling what they're feeling when there is an actual issue there. So there's so much misconceptions about hormone, whether it is, do I need them? Do I not need them? Is it normal? Is it not normal? I just feel like it's a whole topic. Like it's much bigger than what we have time for today.
So you recommend getting a personal meeting with somebody because
Absolutely.
There's too much information online, and unless you have your labs, there's not much you can do.
There's too much information. There's some really good information, and there are some really bad information. And so having a consultation with a hormone specialist, somebody who specializes in hormones, is extremely important. Not just somebody who maybe dabbles in hormones, because hormones can also be dangerous, right?
Yeah.
If you have salt is good for you, but too much salt is not good for you. Tylenol is okay at the right levels. Same are hormones.
Yes.
So if you do hormones at either too low, you're not going to have an effect. If you hormones too high, your body's going to respond to that negatively as well.
My daddy always says, everything in moderation.
Exactly,
You
yes.
heard that,
yes.
Mr. Jeff? Okay, so is there an age where people should expect major changes in sexual wellness?
Yes, great question. There's different stages in life. Believe it or not, when we're younger, and as a women, we go on birth control because we want to have a life and wait to have babies until later on in life, go to college, to have a career, all of that is good for us. We often use birth control, and birth control actually blocks your ovary from ovulating. That's how it works to help you with birth control. It also blocks your testosterone level. And so many women who are on hormones have very low sex drive, and also dries your vagina a little bit. So sometimes these women have not painful sex, but dry sex, essentially, and they have to use lubricant because they're on birth control. So that's one population.
Is there a specific type of birth control you're referring to? Is it all birth control?
It is not all, but it's typically the oral birth control, the oral estrogen, the pill, whether it is estrogen, progesterone, or progesterone only pill, that will do that. Also the injections, the Depo will do that. The Nexplanon will do that too, the one that goes in the arm. Those will do that. The IUD, not as much, because it's really not suppressing much of your own ovarian production of hormones. And there is a gel, a birth control gel that you insert into the vagina about an hour, maximum 2 hours before having intercourse, that has no hormones, and that one doesn't do any of that.
You gotta be really prepared if you're on that one.
Yes.
You gotta be like planning out your day.
To flip it out like a condom. You flip out the condom, you flip out the...
But 2 hours before, like, you don't know where the night's gonna lead.
That's true.
Wow.
That's true. You have to have some foresight.
Yes, for real.
Yes,
Wonderful.
yes. So that's that age population. And then after with childbearing and typically once we hit 35, our ovarian production of hormone does decrease significantly, particularly progesterone goes first. And one of the reasons why women become higher risk pregnancies at 35 is because our ovaries are different at 35. They're aging, and there's genetic changes that occur with that aging. Well, it happens with hormones too. So often women 35 and older, typically once you hit 40s, you start to notice difficulty sleeping, not necessarily hot flashes like you would think with menopause, but difficulty sleeping, definitely decreased sex drive. That has a lot to do with not only having young babies and being tired and stressed and everything else in life, but also having to do with lowering testosterone level that starts to happen at 35 too. So that's a population. And then we hit the menopausal population, and now we're talking about having no hormones at all, or very, very minimal hormones. And that's essentially castration for women. Literally is castration for women. And so if we don't have our hormones at that time, a lot of problems will happen or happen because of the lack of hormones. And one of the things I don't think people realize is with all the negativity that had been in the past with hormones is that most issues with women happen after menopause. So cardiovascular risk goes up, genitourinary syndrome, meaning vaginal dryness, bladder leakage, pelvic floor issues, brain fog, all of that happens after menopause or in the late perimenopausal period. And so when we're talking about it is tough, right?
Really rough.
But it doesn't need to be.
True.
It really doesn't need to be. And if you get diagnosed with a thyroid disease and you're in your 20s or 30s, well, guess what? You get put on thyroid hormone, right? If you get diagnosed with diabetes, type 1 diabetes, and you need insulin, you get put on insulin. The female hormones are the ones that have been kind of missed, and forever and ever it was, well, if you don't have it, it's okay, this is natural, and you just have to live with it.
Wow. Well, we're grateful for people like you who help us navigate these things, because women, we carry so much of a heavy load, and we do a lot of it in silence.
Yes. And we don't talk to anybody, we don't tell anybody, and we just think it's okay. Like, I just have to bear it through like I bear everything else, because we are multitaskers, and we get things done that need to get done, and just keep moving on.
Yeah. I'm going to hit you with some rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
I think so.
What is one word that describes menopause?
Castration.
Perfect.
Female castration.
Oh, okay, I'm going off script. I know I said rapid fire, but now I have a question. Menopause, what's the earliest age you've ever seen someone hit menopause?
32.
Wow.
That's premature ovarian failure.
That's terrifying.
Yes.
Okay, back to rapid. One thing you wish every 20-year-old woman knew.
Oh my gosh, establishing good habits, good health habits.
Yes.
Eating healthy, exercising, establishing those habits that are going to take you, if you establish it, it's going to be for life. And you're going to live life longer, happier, healthier, decrease. We want you out of the hospital. We want people without medical conditions, like die of old age, not of a heart attack or diabetes or that kind of things. So it's just establishing good health habits are super important in your 20s.
30-year-olds?
30-year-olds is know that your hormones are going to change, your body's going to change. If you have a baby or 2 or 3 babies, your body is going to change, and it's going to change permanently. It really doesn't. A lot of women say, "Oh, I just have a baby, and my body went back to normal." It did not. It just doesn't. Muscles don't stretch like that and then go back to normal. It just doesn't happen. So it is normal for that to happen, and you're not alone. Everybody that has had a baby, been pregnant, has the same issue, and there are many things that you can do to fix it if that's the decision you make.
Great.
Yes.
Okay. 40-year-olds?
40-year-olds, starting really at 40, we really start that perimenopausal period, and the body does change. Not only just hormone changes, but our skin changes, our pelvic floor changes, our vagina changes, our labia changes. One of my expertise is in cosmetic gynecology, and believe it or not, our labias change. They start to fall and get longer, and I call it we melt. Like we melt here, we melt here. Down there we melt too. So it's just to know that these are changes that are happening to all women, not just one.
Okay. 60-year-old women?
60-year-old, the urinary leakage. Okay. It doesn't have to be the case. You don't have to have urinary leakage. You don't have to have recurrent urinary tract infection. There are many things that we can do so that you don't have a diaper and so that you don't wear a pad. Every time I go to the supermarket and I see a full aisle of diapers, more than the baby diapers for adults, I cringe. And when I see the commercials that talk about, there's a famous commercial, oh, use this underwear so that you're more comfortable with your urinary leakage. What? This is not sexy, and the person's wearing it and they look like they're happy wearing this incontinence underwear. No. Fix it. You don't need to wear this. That's my thing for 60-year-old, 70-year-old, 80-year-old.
What are the ways to fix it? I'm sure it
many
varies.
ways.
Okay.
There's so many ways. It depends on the type of urinary leakage that women have, but there are so many ways to fix the urinary leakage.
Thing, or no?
Not always. Not always. It does not have to be surgery. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm so excited to do more of these. These are such fun interviews with you, and I just wouldn't talk to you for hours and hours.
Yes.
So thank you, Dr.
Thank you
Suny.
so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And viewers, we thank you for tuning in to another episode of OBGYN Champs. We hope you tune in to many more. Share this with your girlfriend, your mom, your sister, your auntie, and tag us. Let us know what you think in the comments. We want to hear your thoughts and your questions.
Give us questions. Yeah. Give us questions.
Give us questions. Yes. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Hi, I am Dr. Suny Caminero, and I am a board-certified gynecologist in Florida and founder of Cosmetic Gynecology Florida. I opened this practice because I wanted to give women the care they deserve and be able to provide a comprehensive treatment for women in one location. Here in Cosmetic Gynecology, we really focus on the topics that women are embarrassed to talk about. It's the things that affect women on how they feel in their body, how they function, how they have their relationship, their self-esteem, and the things that are blocking them from being the best self that they can be. Anything that has to do with their vagina, with their labia, with their clitoris, all of those things are really hush-hush, and women are not encouraged to talk about, and also they're embarrassed to talk about it. Urinary incontinence, hormonal imbalance, just not feeling comfortable in your own body. These are the issues that we want to solve. Over the years, I have obtained specialized training to be able to provide care for women in the different aspects that affect their individual parts as well as the whole part. We have curated this entire experience to give you the solutions and the results that you deserve. From the moment you walk in through this door, it is a safe environment. It is a calm setting. What we want is for you to feel comfortable to discuss anything with us. When you're completely comfortable talking about what's going on, we can give you real answers. Everything that we do in this office is thoughtful, it's private, and it's centered around you. There is no pressure, there is no judgment, there is just real solutions. Because your quality of life is not an option. Expect more from your body, and we are here to help you live your best life.